Good afternoon, Madison homeowners. My name is Steven. I run Madison Home Performance, and I'm here today to talk to you if you're a homeowner and you're doing upgrades on your house. That could be building shell upgrades, the container of the house, like doors, windows, siding, insulation, airtightness, or the engines of the house, which is the HVAC system, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. When you do upgrades on the building shell, like replacing your windows or putting more insulation on the outside of the house, perhaps if you're doing your siding, or replacing doors, or putting more insulation up in your attic or down on your foundation walls or in your siding on your first or second floor. What the effect of that is lowering or lessening the heat transfer from outside to inside or inside to outside. So heat is always moving. Heat is best called heat flow. It's energy transfer, and it's happening constantly. Nothing ever stops heat flow. More insulation and better air sealing of your building only slows heat flow. And the result of adding insulation and making the house more airtight is slowing heat flow so that you can be more comfortable in those rooms and you can get away with a smaller piece of HVAC equipment in your house because each of the rooms in your house now have a lower demand for heating and cooling because heating and cooling is leaving that room less readily, or heating and cooling is leaving that room to the outside more slowly because you have a more airtight room with better insulation. So the result of doing these upgrades on the building shell of your house results in lowering the heating and cooling load of the house. And you might say, well, geez, that seems really obvious. Well, then we can get a smaller system, right? Of course, yes, you can. And how do you know what size system you need for your house? You need to do what's called an ACCA Manual J room by room load calculation. This is not rocket science. It's a big math problem. It requires a lot of inputs, a lot of detail, but it's very straightforward. Most people in most homes of my clients never have this done. And the result, they often have comfort problems in rooms in their house or moisture problems, etc. Okay? You need to ask for this if you want it done. It's not a free service, but be savvy so you know to ask for good things and then you get good results. And again, the point of this video is that when you do the building shell upgrades, the net effect is you are lowering the amount of heating and cooling that the house needs, which means you can put in a smaller system, which is cheaper to buy, cheaper to operate, more efficient to run, and will bring better comfort to the house. Bigger HVAC is not better. The HVAC needs to be tuned and in balance to the house for the greatest comfort and efficiency. Folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.